people that when you talk to people, oh, I did drugs, people have like this automatically like, oh my God, like that's bad, that's horrible. But it doesn't make you a bad person all the time, right? I mean, it can chemically change you and you have to be careful. But, for me, it was just self medication. Like I have,
Were you trying to numb
well,
something?
I didn't know at the time, but I suffer from bipolar disorder. And so I would have like these crazy mood swings where I would have these really crazy lows and then these really crazy highs. Um, and so I didn't know how to cope with that, and so now I'm not drinking, right, and I'm taking medicine and I have a doctor, and so I'm doing what I have to do in order for me to kind of slow it all down because I was manic for years. I wasn't sleeping. I would be like, oh, I'm only on 3 hours, and I was painting all the time, and I'm knocking out all this work, but my heart's enlarged, and I have trachycardia, and my body's producing adrenaline, and and all it's all tied with diet and mental health. And I was just like, so for me, it was a lot of, um, I think I didn't know at the time, right? But I think that's what it was. It's just really like mental health. I didn't have insurance at the time. I didn't. Mental health is like, oh, pobrecito, but like mental health wasn't really something you had. It was you're just like you're just a little sad, or you're like, here's a beer, bro, like chill out. And so for me, it was like like just being a little off and not knowing how, like, why I wasn't sleeping, and thinking I was like, just, yeah, man, sleep.
When did you realize it was a problem?
Oh, this year,
This
to
year.
be honest with you.
Do you
So
remember, was there a specific incident? Was there something that you said, "Sabes que
it
I
was the
get
day
this"?
after. So I'm 34. The day after my birthday, I go to the doctor, and I was going to the doctor before, but I switched doctors, and I'm going to this really good doctor now, and so yeah, just some stuff in my lab work came up because I wasn't sleeping, and so I was gonna go. I had a sleep specialist, right? But then I also had this doctor's appointment, so it was either or. But yeah, like my blood work showed that I was just my hormone levels were off, and that's when I realized, like, okay, like there might be something wrong with my person, like my mood swings and stuff, and and so yeah, that's kind of what it was. I hadn't stopped. I opened up. We did Galeria Lincoln in the beginning of COVID, and then having to make a gallery work in an area where it was really just kind of in this development stage, right? Um, but then never stopping, never stopping, never stopping, never stopping. And then I opened up Casa Ortiz, and then, in my head, like, I'll be real with you, like, I was just kind of on this drive of, I'm only as good as the last thing I did, right? And so I was like pushing myself. And then, dude, I was just like not sleeping. And I realized, like, I was just breaking down. I was crying for like no reason. And then I ended up like having to take a few days off because I was just burning out, and I was just like, dude, enough's enough. And so yeah, it took like a month of just lab work and just studies to realize, like, okay, you're bipolar, but you also have so, and it's not like even that word, it's like you're hypersensitive, you know what I mean? But it's also just but it's fine. It's something people don't talk about. It's something really personal. It's probably the most I've talked about it in any interview, to be honest with you. But it's, I think people, I'm not the only one going through this, and I feel like, especially right now with just like everything you see on the news and stuff, mental health is real. But also, like, there is help, you know what I mean? There is medicine and like
No,
whatever. So,
absolutely right, and I appreciate that for sure because I know it's gonna help someone.
yeah, for sure.
There's been other guests